Personal Story segment tonight, Glenn Beck. Earlier this week on his radio program, he compared Donald Trump to Black Lives Matter.
He's making a new group of Black Lives Matter. He's making a new group of people that so distrust and hate the system that they will buy anything. It was a rigged election. The media ought to go to jail. And it's these Republicans. And not look at who's leading that.
Joining us now from Dallas is Glenn Beck, author of the brand new book, Liars, How Progressives Exploit Our Fears for Power and Control, which we will work into this discussion.
Yes. Do you miss me, Bill? I mean, how much, really? Come on. Come on. Bill, you don't call me anymore. I've been eating myself sick. I sit at home and watch your show. And
you look like you've been eating yourself sick there, Beck. You know what I mean? So I get the point that if Mr. Trump is going to campaign on a rigged election theory, it creates cynicism. I get it. Yes. But that's really a very minor part of his presentation, is it not? Aren't you nitpicking him?
No. Did you see who he just made the CEO of his campaign? One of the dirtiest, nastiest human beings alive.
Well, we just talked about that. But he needs somebody to go up against Podesta and Media Matters and George Soros. Come on, you know the other side. You know what's playing the other side.
I do know the other side, and I do know the other side, except the problem is you have tape of Donald Trump actually saying, don't worry about George Soros. He's a very nice guy. He gets a bad rap. Come on.
You saw what we did last night with Soros, right?
He is a, what? What did he do last night?
Okay, we laid out the hacked emails about what he really wants to do, how he spent hundreds of thousands of dollars tracking people like Cliff May and Liz Cheney. You know, that he's a real bad hombre. And by the way, the DNC, we still have because he's given so much money, $13 million, to the Democrats this election cycle, we still have awaiting a comment. Bernie Goldberg's on that case for tomorrow. But
no, look, we know he's a bad guy. Donald Trump doesn't seem to know that he's a bad guy. Donald Trump doesn't seem to recognize bad guys. He's got Paul Manafort, who has direct ties, may end up in jail because he was funneling foreign money into lobbying firms.
So you're believing all the hype that's put out there, but you don't know that for sure. You didn't investigate Manafort. Come on,
no,
Beck. I mean, you're throwing stuff against the wall. You don't have any evidence to put the man in jail, and you know you don't.
Bill, I said he may end up in jail. There's also
handwritten
ledgers.
If you keep saying this kind of stuff, you might end up in jail. Come on, let's stay on track.
That's my point. When is it a problem for somebody to have an opinion in this country? Barack Obama, I thought, was bad. Donald Trump has people chanting, put them in jail about the press. When is someone's opinion on a public figure something that is jail-worthy and not First Amendment protected, Bill? This guy is a nightmare. He is a nightmare waiting to happen.
Now, do people get mad at you? Do your radio listeners, some of them, on TV listeners, do they get angry with you that you're so anti-Trump?
No, yeah, of course some do. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how much blowback has there been?
My ratings have grown by 25%. However, at the same time, I'm sure I've lost listeners as well. I don't do this, Bill, as you know. I mean, Bill, you used to say to me, I sat in your office and you gave me the best advice anybody's ever given me on multiple occasions. The first thing you said to me is, Beck, I'm watching your show. What are you doing? You're going to burn yourself out. There's so much. And I said, I'm not doing this for a long-term career here. Do you remember that? And you said, you could be here forever. Just slow down. That's not who I am. I'm trying to tell what I believe is true, and I'm trying to warn people about what I think is coming.
Okay, but here's the problem with that.
You have a national populist.
Nobody doubts your sincerity. But in Chapter 5 of your book, which I actually am reading, okay? In Chapter 5, you lay out a very persuasive case that Barack Obama's progressive philosophy has really damaged the nation in many, many ways. So now, if you follow that logic, you've got Hillary Clinton, who has not distanced herself at all from Obama, the president. You know, it'll be another 4 years, perhaps, and I think she might be different, but I'm not sure. But she could be another 4 years of what you are saying has been tremendously destructive. So,
Yes.
you know, you're killing both of them, leaving Americans. You talk about cynical, you're leaving them in the dust. Last word.
No, I'm not leaving anybody in the dust. I'm not telling anybody what they should do. You should decide who is best, and there are other choices besides those two.
No, they're not. It's going to be either Clinton or Trump as president.
No,
there are no other choices.
Then here's what you do. You go out and you campaign hard for those constitutional conservatives that will go serve in the House and the Senate. Donald Trump says he doesn't care. He doesn't care if the GOP loses the House. I do, because I want somebody to be able to stand against whoever is in office, because I don't think either of them care about the Constitution one iota.
All right. The book is Liars, How Progressives Exploit Our Fears for Power and Control. Glenn Beck, always provocative, and we appreciate you coming on
And sexy,
tonight.
and always sexy.
Yeah, there's another bit of propaganda.